Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all these beautiful people. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. I missed who was first in the stream, so I apologize. I'm going off the honor system here, y'all. Okay, so whoever was first in the stream this evening, please announce yourself. I'll probably have to go off of who announces who was first in the stream, but let's go ahead and greet all of our channel members. So we got Kurt24, channel member. We got Heath. What's up, brother? One Love Design. What up? What up? Flying Rich. What's up, brother? Channel member. And of course, Kurt24. Kurt is one of the few people, man. He sent me a PayPal donation and was like, "Hey, bro, I can't make it tonight, so here's a donation that I would have given." I'm like, "Bro, oh my god, like, what do you want from me?" He's like, "A PWEDC patch." I know. I got yours literally right here, and two others that I got to get out, and the two folks with the pillows. I didn't forget about you. So, okay, who else we got in here? Mike McClune, what's up, brother? Channel member, One Love Design, channel member. I think I maybe already mentioned y'all. I'm sorry. Night Custom Builds, channel member. Robert Ribbit Harrison, what's up, brother? Channel member, channel member. And who else we got? Whoa! I hate when it does this. The chat will like refresh on me, and it totally gets me off my groove. Okay, who we got now? We're back. We're back. Okay, Night Custom Meals, Flying Rich, Robert Ribbit Harrison, Jeff Cron, what up, what up, what up? Judy Bacon, what up, both channel members. And whoop. Dude, why does it keep doing this, y'all? Okay, and if I missed you, please do me a favor and sound off in the chat so I can greet you with hospitable, so I can greet you. Heath, what's up, brother? Channel member. Safety Doc. All right, so here's the notable mentions, the honorable mentions. We got the Safety Doc in here. We got Joe Morris. What's up, brother? I saw you say you were sipping on some PBR. That's what's up. Ting Ting. What up? What up? And yes, the Safety Doc does have a channel and a podcast. Check him out. Sabar Prince. What's up, brother? Also has a Who Am I Help? Sabar Prince also has a podcast and a show. Check him out too. Live Life, what up? Good to see you. And Toy Town Inc., what's up, brother? And who else we got? We got Misty, Miss Wayne. Good to see you. Thank you for swinging on through. Angry Sarge, what's up, brother? I heard he may be making an appearance on some shows sometime soon. The one you think? Are you thinking the one that I'm thinking? Ooh. Swamp Dog, what's up, brother? Aegis, the best dang gun lube and cleaner in the GD business. Bending Ballistics, what's up, brother? Ron Bear, I'm gonna bet that you don't take Advil, you don't take Tylenol, you don't take aspirin, you take Bayer. Well, actually, that's a type of aspirin. Timbo Slice, what's up, brother? And that's all I got in my chat because my chat's hurting. The device that I'm on right now is different than the one I typically stream on. 80XR920, channel member. Good to see you, brother. John Doe, what up? What up? You now have to engrave your eyeball with serial numbers to keep society safe. Because we all know, of course, that serial numbers prevent crimes. It is a proven fact that serial numbers prevent crimes. Just saying. Sport Brand, what's up, brother? One of our favorite mods. Good to see you. And I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Tim Hopper. What up? What up? What's up, Print Lord? Who's Print Lord? I know it ain't me. Mo Better Prince. What's popping? Channel member. Sorry, I missed you in this thing. When I'm on, it makes my chat like so small. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to like a really like strong, hard chat. You know, like a throbbing chat. Sorry, bad joke. Okay, and I think that's all we got. Elise B, you ever film anybody at an ATM without their permission before accusing them of a crime they didn't commit? What? I only ask because of your familiar face. I cannot say that I have ever in my entire life. Ever. But thank you for my face. Welcome. At least be welcome. I can tell it's your first time. Bob, Senior Bob. What's up, brother? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So clearly you can see in the that's funny. She did the upside down smiley face. I cannot believe somebody did that to you, and that's why we carry ham sandwiches. Okay, so guys, I gotta be honest. I told y'all, if you saw in the title, I was expecting to have Flying Rich on tonight, but unfortunately, I could only get this guy.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, you're taking the place of Flying Rich this evening?
Yeah, I'm standing in for him.
Oh, okay, cool. Just kidding. Obviously, everyone, this is Flying Rich. Now, a lot of people have been asking recently. They've been like, "Yo, Dark, where's Rich been at? You guys were doing this thing where he was on like, sometimes like twice a week, and it was like
Yep.
the Dark and
The
Rich
Dark and
show."
Rich show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I
Jeez.
tell the truth or do I make up a story? What do I do?
I mean, we could tell them about the breakup. No, I
So,
mean, tell them whatever you like.
yeah, I guess I'll tell it a little different. I'll tell the story backwards. If shit's going bad in my life, I'll be on every show everywhere because it keeps my mind off of what's going bad. So
True.
if you see me everywhere, my life is a tragedy. That's so, and just in flavor of telling the story backwards, stuff between my wife and I is amazing. So things are going really good. And going back to the other half of that is things weren't so amazing month ago or 2 months ago. So yeah, we're doing good together. So that's really good.
That's good, man. Hell yeah.
So
I'm happy for that's
yeah,
not the story, especially for YouTubers. Let's be honest. Like, I have a lot of people in my comments being like, "Man, I keep hearing about separations and divorces and families getting broken up." So like, the fact that you took a step back, evaluated what was important, and spent time with your family. That's huge, man. Kudos to you.
yeah, and we've been having a good time. Like this weekend, we went to Gainesville. Gainesville's like 4 hours away. We rode up there and hung out with Skylar. And she's living alone, so we stayed at her place. Oh, and yeah, we attempted to send you a McFlurry or 2 McFlurries Saturday.
Yeah, some random 2 McFlurries just out of the blue, and they're like, "Huh?" Or
so we got the address right this time, and we were like, all right, we ordered them like 9 o'clock to be sent at 10:30 to arrive at 10:30. They say they delivered them at 2:30 a.m. and it's like,
yeah, ain't no way.
And so Skylar said she wants to send you a Slurpee.
A free Slurpee. You guys, so everyone listening may not know about that. Basically, oh snap, Mr. Bugaloo, good to see you. So you guys know, every time I end the show, I always say, like, be kind, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. Also, be a dangerous mofo, but at the same time, it's important that we like dedicate our life to kindness and treating others well, but being meek in the way that be prepared to put somebody's insides on their outsides if you need to.
Like
Anyway,
with a 50 cal.
with a 50, with a whatever tool you have at your disposal. And I truly do live by the like be kind philosophy, right? I'm kind in everything that I do. And if it's anything from just saying hello to people to holding the door to buying random people stuff, just like I'm a fan of like the random acts of kindness. And one day I went to 7-Eleven.
Well, all right. You hold on. So quite often, when Sky was home for the summer, Dark and I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock at night, start talking. That's usually the time I'll hang out with my daughter. Also, like my wife goes to bed, and Skylar and I will just shoot the shit. Or we used to. This originated. We used to sit up and watch YouTube videos, like funny YouTube videos together, and shoot the shit. And pending ballistic says 9mm will blow your lung out.
Yeah. Imagine.
So it became, Skylar and I, we'd, talk to Dark, throw him on speaker, and just bullshit, for an hour or two late at night.
We had a lot of great. We had a lot of great conversations.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. And Sky's like, when she went back to college, she's like, we gotta like do a conference call. I'm like, yeah, all right, we'll do it. So Dark, so now that's the prequel to what Dark's about to tell you about the random acts of kindness.
Well, we'll be on the phone, and he'll like just randomly hear me buying something for someone, or he'll be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm buying food for this homeless man." And he's like, "What?"
Yeah, and the guy has a very specific order. It's like a fillet of fish, a cheeseburger, and like no pickles. It's like no pickles on
it. And a sweet tea. I was like, "Oh, like how are you gonna eat a fillet of fish and then whatever?" But the man. Come to find out, that dude had just showered behind the store using a garden hose, and he used shampoo as full body soap and like you know what I mean, like like lotion or something like that, something weird. I remember that, and but he'll usually hear me like doing stuff like that. So here you go. You can take it away, Rich.
So Dark is telling us how he's at 7-Eleven and he sees, like a mom and a daughter online, and they both have Slurpees. He's like, oh, he tells the guy at the register, I don't think the guy is born in America, and I hate saying it that way, but a little bit of a language barrier there, right?
Yeah, a little bit of a language barrier. Mm-hmm.
So he says, oh, I'll buy them their Slurpee. He's like, no, it's okay. He's like, no, I'm gonna buy them. I want to buy them their Slurpee. And at what point did you pull the gun and said, motherfucker, I'm buying them the Slurpee?
Well, I did. I got super. I was
you popped the tag deck. I'm buying them the Slurpee.
Yeah, no. So I got like kind of stern with him, and he was like, I was like, dude, I want to do something kind. Let me be. I
don't come back.
I was like, I am not going to leave until you let me buy this. I leave and I go about my day. They didn't even shoot a look my way or be like thanks or anything, right? Later that night, I'm on the phone with Rich and Sky, and I hear her say, "Oh, did you get your free Slurpee?" And I was like, so it was July 11th, which is like free Slurpee day across the world. So I paid
and had a fist fight
me
with
yeah, it's crazy. People are saying
My mic.
Yeah. It made it.
Let me back it off a bit. If that did anything. So yeah, I'll roll back and cut back to my original story a little.
So I'm talking. I'll
You know,
the pictures you sent. I'll check them out.
so I was at a point like and again, there are people out in the audience that I confide in, and I tell them just about everything that's going on in my life, like Ron Wayne. And Ron Wayne, who's killing it, who, if he hasn't passed me, will probably pass me in subs in an hour or two. He's killing it.
Yeah, he was at
So
like 800 subs.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So he's
what to do.
so what I see, or what we all see, he's at 80 publicly. It's 8.58K.
Okay.
So he's way the hell up there. So probably if he hasn't passed me already in an hour or two, he will.
Good for
So
you,
very
bud.
cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, congratulations. Nice. Ron and his wife are real nice people.
Yeah.
So
If you subscribe to Ron Wayne, take a moment, check out his channel. He's got a lot of
yeah,
good
let me drop it in the chat here.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
So yep. So I dropped it in the chat there. So you know, I was out of work for 6 months. And actually, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because when I got fired from that job, I started, instead of sleeping 2 hours a night, I started sleeping, you know, and when I say sleep, I mean, you know, what is it? Not restless, like deep sleep, for 4 hours a night. So I was out of work for 6 months. I got a job that pays twice as much as my last job, which is freaking killer. You know, at the time I had an offer on the house in New York for like 10 grand more than I was asking. And I'm thinking, like, this is great. You know, the house is going to sell. I'm going to be debt free, because I've been in like 180 grand worth of debt for 7 years. So it's been, and not the mortgage, not the car payment, just other debt. So like, wow, you know, we can do a vacation. We haven't done a family vacation in like more than 7 years. It's probably been 10 years. Like, maybe we can go skiing this winter, something, you know? And then my wife's like, I want a divorce. I'm like, fuck. So what it was going to be is what I was going to net from the house in New York, I'd have to give to her to buy this house. Not that I really wanted to buy. I like the house, but it's too much house for one guy. But I like the house, you know. So it was going to be a whole train wreck. So I was pretty down in the dumps. And actually, I did tell this story before. Dark recommended a book, which I'm a good audiobook person, which is The 5 Languages of Love. So it's like 5 hours long. I listened to it over 2 days. Started doing.
Keep talking. People are saying that it's like super laggy. I'm gonna try something, but I'm still here, so go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. And so yeah, I'm wondering if it's on my end. So I think it's for like 11 days, I did everything the book said, and boom, my wife and I reconciled. So big deal. I mean, it's all right. So Rusty Shackelford says not laggy on his end. The cat tries to kill you. Wait. Ting Ting, you're Chinese, right? I mean, you have a cat? Is that... No, I'm not going to go there.
Let's try this. See if this is a little bit better.
So Rusty Shackelford said it wasn't laggy on his end.
Yeah, some people are saying it's lagging. I figure I'd move close to the router. Now, this is not gangster ass setup that I typically have, but hey, you know, I'll take
White wall, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I went through a whole freaking roller coaster, because I'm like, hey, you know, I got a good job. I'm paying off my dad. I'm going to sell the house in New York. I'm going to be able to, you know, be the good husband and father, financially being able to provide for my family, do some nice stuff. And, you know, kind of went through the train wreck period and kind of resurrected from that. So that's a big freaking roller coaster ride. So and a lot of you guys, some people out there picked up on it and sending messages. They're like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I'm like, wow. So a lot of you people are in tune. There are a lot of people out there that I've reached out to and shared what's going on. So it's always a complicated thing. Like I do a lot of YouTube, on your channel, Dark, with John Crump, and it's kind of like, how much of your life do you share, and how much don't you share? And then there's a couple of rules, and I think you're kind of better at this than a lot of people. You don't share your real name or location. And I try to abide by that. There's some things like, hey, we're going to go to SHOT Show. So everybody knows, whatever, first week in January, I'm going to be at SHOT Show. And there could be other events. Putang! So, there are other events that, you can guess in the gun world that we may all be at in the future. But I try not to, give away. And, I mean, there are some things you can't. So security-wise, you don't want to say, hey, by the way, nobody's going to be at my house this weekend. You don't ever want to do that.
In my house when I'm not here, because I literally set traps.
Well,
it would affect the neighbors. It just don't do it. But I mean, that's one of the
I've got a dozen cameras around the house, and AI is watching them. So
yeah, hell yeah. I just remove all the time delay fuses. Putang, what's up, brother? Wick Actual, what's up? And
Putang's out there. Can I show something? What? I don't know. Putang, let me know if I'm allowed to show this. This.
I'm allowed to show.
Let me know if I'm allowed to show this. Is it okay if I? Is it okay if I show?
That thing is fire, man. That's
so. This is the Revelation SIG P365 slide. So it's got the optics cut, fiber optic front. You got a little window there, and I like that because I hate the school bus look. So that's nice. And so here's the deal. I actually got one of their alpha slides, one of the Patmos Judah slides, and that's the one that's gold plated for my wife. Which. Oh, wait, I can't show you my Instagram. I do have a new girlfriend. I don't know if I let you guys... Oh, wow. Never mind.
Watch that. Yeah, that's a bad decision. Bad talking point.
Bad talking? Oh, did I do that wrong?
Your marriage.
My wife didn't hear me, did she?
Probably. She's probably watching. Yeah, Putang says, LOL, Rich, that's not even for sale yet.
What?
So that is so.
All right. So the guy this is my G17 slide.
Nice.
So I sent it back to him. So part of the story is he did my wife's slide, and I don't know that this was ever released, but so this is the Patmos Judah alpha slide. And that's 24 karat gold, and it's laser engraved with roses. All right, here's a better one.
I think that's
so
because it's got a window cut in it.
Yeah, there is a window cut, and so there's no optic on it, and the barrel is gold plated also, so it's crazy looking.
Nice.
So you got a window cut, 24 karat gold plated. So ARs by Design did that. And I'm like, all right. So my wife had the what is the stupid thing Sig calls it? The with the Meprolite sights, what do they call it? The Sig whatever system?
Where
anti-snag, SAS. So the SIG anti-snag system doesn't have a front sight, doesn't have a rear sight. The controls on the side are almost flush. And it has the what is the stupid thing called? I forget what it's called. Meprolite on the back. So there's a dot, it's a ring and a dot, and you put that just below what you're aiming at,
Hold
and
on.
that's how you aim.
I thought that those were in the dovetail, the rear sight, and the three things lined up. So you have essentially.
Do you want me to get it?
Sure. Yeah, I was just
Hold on a
curious
second.
about. Yeah, Wick actual, your IG game is strong. His IG game is always strong. It is straight fire. Bro, I cannot wait, Wick, to send you a frame. So, Wick, I am gonna be at the Chantilly Gun Show. That's like an hour away from where I live. So I will definitely be there, and I would love to see like maybe my 19X or my 48 or something like that. Done, but I would want you to do it in all dick stipple. So I'd want dicks all over it. If you're down with that, if you're down with a bunch of dicks, I heard you. Through the grapevine.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's. I don't know if it's like an optics cut on the top there, if an optic fits on that.
So it's like a groove rear sight, and then it kind of. So those initial run that they did
let's see.
were all three things lined up. So the two rear
I think you can see it just a little bit there.
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the green dot. So it's a ring and a dot. And originally my wife liked this, but then she's like, I don't think I like it. And so I gotta find a tool. No jokes.
Because if you haven't, make sure you go to dldhardware.com.
What's that? What can I find at dldhardware.com?
Well, we've had one of the for Tejas. What's up, brother? One of the voids, one of the spots in our community that's not been filled. Everyone is, that's selling gun parts and stuff. Obviously, is not going to just shift over to selling jigs. So everyone's been selling frames and parts. So I saw that need in the community, and I started selling jigs. So I sell jigs and also a lot of other gunsmithing tools and shit like that.
So this is the original Patmos SIG P365, but you see it's got the window gold-plated barrel in there.
Nice.
The roses on top. Focus. It's just like, so I'm like, all right, now that she has this, I need a regular slide. So that's why I got this. So did Bob say I can show that? Or was it?
Say it again.
Did Bob say I can show this? Can I show this?
He didn't say one way or another, but he did say it's not yet. So maybe just oh snap, we got somebody from Fauquier County. That's what's up. Fauquier County, bro. Fauquier. No, actually, bro. You know what, Brian? Here's what I'll say. Just so you know, I'm thinking of a roller skate that is the size of a small house. If you know what I'm talking about, then put some kind of laughing or smile emoji in the chat there, brother. Good to have a fellow almost Nova person in here. If you know about the gigantic roller skate, then you know what's up. Yeah, no, so jigs. So yeah, I sell jigs. And honestly, I was really taken aback. Like as soon as I pushed that out there, and because I'm selling them for $20 freaking $25, whatever they are, right? So it's not a big ticket item. It's not a big money maker, but it's something that for 80%ers to stay alive, they absolutely need to, be able to access jigs, period. So that was a void that was in the community. So, I jumped in to start selling them. And honestly, bro, respect to anybody that runs an online shop, man, respect, because guess what? That shit is not fucking easy. I was like, man, you know what? I could just run this shit like on the side. I could run DLD hardware on the side while I work my full-time job, while I stream 9 hours a week, while I drop one hard video a week, while I drop a short a week, while I'm, networking with, other companies and guests and, all the shit. It's like, dude, it's a lot, man.
While Dark is consulting me on, like, oh, I stubbed my toe, it hurts. You're like, oh, Rich, walk it off. It'll get better.
I our whole life, like everything about life is about each other, right? It's about people. And so often we're programmed to kind of not focus on the people, to focus on things and focus on stuff. So I don't know. I've always, to me, it's people have always been important, right? And
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell people, hey, and there's Joe Shooting Gallery, New England.
what's up, Shing?
I don't. I make so little money at YouTube or all of my social media. Like, if you include everything that I do that isn't my regular job, it isn't. It's less than like an hour or 2 hours pay a month on my regular gig.
Yeah.
And I don't say that to minimize it. I love doing the whole YouTube thing and social media. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's probably the biggest thing is it's kind of like you're all my therapists. Me getting behind the camera and talking or whatever. You guys are doing me a favor. You're my therapist. That's part of it. Plus, I get to meet cool people. So you, Crumpy, Joe, making friends like with Ron Wayne and his wife Misty. They're super nice people. Uh, Kurt has been great. I mean, there's a lot of people in the chat. Ting Ting, a lot of you guys are just super nice, and 70 out there. There's so many good people, and it's just so fun.
It's pronounced Serenity.
Serenity. All right, so I'm butchering it. Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
So yeah, so being able to do social media is I don't want to trash it saying, hey, I don't make any money at it. I'd love to make money at it, but there are other benefits to it, and that's why I'm here for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, so a couple things, and actually, as I'm on this, I want to bring up a couple events that are coming up. That 3 events actually. That if you guys did want to, depending on where you're located, like actually come through and meet me in person. There, yeah. But before I get into that,
I'm mad about one because I won't be there.
sorry, Tech Money, what up? So before I get into that, I do want to let you guys know that like right now we got 60 people in here. I would imagine that the 60 people in here are fucking, patriots. They at least believe that all of us have a God-given right to self-preservation, which means that all of us have the right to the tools that are modern and available to be built, purchased, whatever the fuck, right? The sad news that one of our friends was deplatformed, and not only was he deplatformed, like he's been removed from YouTube forever.
It's like
yeah, and there's some creative ways to get around stuff like that, but we got to support our people. So you guys may or may not know that P.E.D. Ralph recently lost his channel. Goonbeam, what's up, brother? I'm rocking that Goonbeam right now.
yeah, I need the 50 cal goon beam.
Yeah. A lot of you guys may or may not know that P.E.D. Ralph recently lost his channel. And of course, being that we're all in the same community, we want to support each other. He has now completely moved all of his content over to Rumble, and he is 100% committed to doing that, starting that, staying there, and pioneering that shit until more people come over. Now, I say pioneering, but what I mean is like, Safety Harbor Firearms. What's up, brother? What I mean is like, of course, there's a lot of people already on Rumble, right? But, a lot of us are still over here on YouTube. And, because of that, like, moving over like little content creators like us would over time actually make a really big impact on a place like YouTube. So it's something that if you guys could, it would mean a lot, not only to us, it would mean a lot to P80 Ralph if you could go over, create an account really quickly, follow him, but also flip on a few of his videos, like them, comment on his videos. I just did that myself during the last stream he was on with Sabar. Let's show him some love, man, because when something like that happens and something gets taken from you like that, that he is dedicated a lot to his channel.
He's worked stupid hard on this platform.
Yeah, for a very, very long time. And it's really demotivating, and it can kill your encouragement to.
So what did they pull him for? And I don't want to say it that way. What did they accuse him of? Or
They didn't specifically say. It literally, all it said was just joined, followed P80 Ralph for a long time. What's happening? So if you could go over to Rumble and start an account if you don't already have one, and just follow P80 Ralph, watch a few of his videos, like them, comment on them. The comments are going to be important. He needs to feel the support over there. So let's all come together. His Rumble name is P80 Ralph all together. No spaces, no dashes, no dots. It's just P80 Ralph all together. Show him some love. He was deplatformed, and not to overshare, but they took his channel from him. They just said you've broken our community guidelines, and that your channel is not appropriate for YouTube. But
they didn't give him like one strike, two strike. They just
removed it. But this is also not the first time that he's been removed. This time they banned like all of his emails, and they banned his cell phone number, and they banned and that's why they do this, guys. That's why they're linking. That's not the only reason, right? They're linking your email, your YouTube app, your search engine, your purchase history, your everything together, and it's making things real easy, right? But the freedom and independence and everything that you're giving up is crazy.
It's messed up. I looked up a product today on my desktop. I'm like, I wonder what the new Garmin portable GPS for aviation is. Do you know how many ads I saw for Garmin shit on Instagram?
I bet a lot.
The next time I pulled up Instagram, I saw at least 3 Garmin ads.
You want to hear something even crazier? What? Your tack knife shipment is delayed. Bro, I have never heard of that. I literally have only heard that people get them within 3 days.
Crazy fast.
Yeah, I got mine, all of them. Every order I've ever gotten from them was in 3 days. That's crazy. Did something happen, Kimball? Or what's the deal? Let me know. And while we wait for that, recently, before I moved out of my old house, I was near a Google Home thing, and had my phone there, my device, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if this would work. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, DLD After Dark is so great. DLD After Dark is so funny. Oh, I want to, buy it, send it to my brother. It's so funny. This and that. I was just saying the most ridiculous shit ever, right? But I was saying DLD After Dark 100 fucking times. And I said, I want to buy it, send it to my family. It's so funny. It's great. It's the best, whatever. Swear to God, opened up my YouTube, and then I went and watched a few shorts, and then I watched the video, looked down. What do you think the recommended video was on my shit? DLD After Dark.
Now, what account were you on?
That I was on my personal account, so not my DLD on my. Oh,
so you didn't say, "Okay, Google, I want to buy."
No, I didn't.
My phone's talking to me now.
That's so crazy. Hold on. I just saw. I really.
Now,
those.
Oh, okay. Well, you have an Apple phone. You have an iPhone.
I do, yeah, yeah. Uh, Kimball, real quick. So this actually became an issue. So I personally emailed the owner because I was like, hey, you said that the sale was through the 6th. I have a handful of people here that ordered on the 6th. Some got free knives, some didn't. So I'm waiting on a response, and who knows? Maybe if you didn't, if you ordered them on the 6th and you didn't get a free knife, I know Rich is in that boat amongst others. Let me know, and I can at least email him and be like, "Hey, you said this." You know, I've looked stuff up. Rusty Shackelford, what's up, brother? Chimba. Okay, yeah, then you should not have any issue. I've looked stuff up on one device, and a completely separate device not connected to any of my accounts started showing me ads for similar products. Maybe search. Okay, so here's how they do this. They look at devices that are most likely connected, and obviously they can do that. Like that's what like the purpose of Bluetooth was for that. Like the purpose of Bluetooth was never originally to like link devices like that. So Bluetooth, if people are family members, if they're in the same household, what devices are near what on certain posts, or on certain in certain places. What devices are on what Wi-Fi and all that shit. It all fucking talks to each other. So that's no joke. Damn, you spent like $400, bro. That's crazy baller, dog.
Wow.
I will tell you though, you will be fucking thrilled with like the TK Pro line. Look, I've been happy with every single thing that I got, even the more inexpensive knives. I actually carried the more inexpensive ones from Tack Knives too. But by the way, if you're on Tack Knives, use code DARK, and shit's gangster. It'll save you 20%. So the code is DARK if you choose to use it. Yeah, IP address, ISP, all that shit. But the TK Pro line, holy shit, total like you'll see when you get them in front of you. If you got some of the cheaper ones and some of the TK Pro line, bro, you're gonna see the difference in quality. It's nuts. I was drunk and bought a couple TK Pros with your code too. Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. Um, yeah, so there's been a lot of good things happening, right? Like the DLD hardware, that's a really but these events coming up, I think, are going to be a big fucking deal. Like number one, I will be at the Nation's Gun Show in Chantilly. I don't have the dates in front of me right now, but that is closer to the end of the month, like right before IV88 pops off. I think there's only one day that I'm going to be able to make it there, probably that Friday. But I'll give you guys the dates and all that. And I would imagine like only like local folks, that are in Virginia would come out. Like I would not expect anybody to travel like just to see my ass at a gun show for a couple hours. It's not like an official like DLD event, right? But this coming up this weekend is a super special event that is going to be a big deal. It's at XCal. It's out near where John Crump lives. In
And I don't know if John just texted me if I can tell something super secret about that.
you you can send him the link.
Oh, let's see. I don't have John's phone number here, but can you read what that says?
No, it says heck yeah, and that's all I could make out. Link, bitch. Yeah, no, that's what I was. I think he just gets a little jealous,
Jeez,
Yeah.
Crumpy. Am I allowed to be on a show without you?
I know, right?
Let's
So
see.
the event coming up at XCal is going to be a range day event. It's going to be the Guns Out TV guys at XCal, Taryn
Who
Tack.
we had on John Crump Live today.
Yep, they were on your show today. Terran Tactical, Iraq veteran 88.
Nobody knows who Terran Tactical is, so I don't know if it's worth mentioning.
No, he's not like a massive person in the 2A community. Which honestly, I don't know like a whole lot about him. I just know some of his products and
You only know that John Wick trained with him.
Yeah,
All right, XCal now sells a full line of Terran tactical handguns. For one thing, another thing, the first 100 people that come up to me at
Hi, John.
the XCal event and says Wolverine, you asshole, Wolverine tap, and a couple other things. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. He was saying,
the Guns Out Range Day will be this Saturday, and actually, that's not what I was commenting on here for, but I will tell you a couple things. You will not be at the Next Nation's Gun Show, Dark.
I thought it was
the same weekend.
I thought the Friday. Oh no, I got to go out there Friday. Fudge. I have to be in Georgia on Friday. Damn, I forgot about that.
So you would not be at the next game show. And you were talking about Bluetooth. And there is a Kurt 24, I love you, man. There is an exploit. There's actually a device that's called a Bluetooth bazooka. What you don't know about Bluetooth is before it authenticates connections, it connects. So it connects, then authenticates. So what this device does is it exploits that millisecond that it connects before it authenticates. So it connects to a Bluetooth and it doesn't authenticate, but it's able to grab all that data.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why Bluetooth is not allowed in like certain government buildings above a certain clearance.
Well,
Wick Actual said I did not train with him. No, that's too funny. And Wick, it looks like I will not be able to bring you one of my pistolas to get dick stipples all over it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to mail you that shit. DLD After Dark, how was your reuniting day with the little one? I bet that made your week. Dude, it did, man. It did. Even though we had a little bit of little challenges because, it was her first time staying the night in my new place. And I think she, just like it's sometimes kids kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable with that. So my daughter, who's 5, who through the move and all that, man, and the separation, it's sucked. It's been really bad. She started kindergarten. She's all this shit at the same time. And I finally was able to have her over, and she stayed the night. So I spent the whole day with her Saturday, and then she spent the night. And she woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Hey, you okay, sweetie?" She was like, "Good morning." I was like, nope, it's not good morning. I was like, "It's the middle of the night." So she went back to sleep, woke up at 4:30, and she was like, "I want to go downstairs. I want to watch TV. I miss watching TV and snuggling with you." I was like, how can I say no? At 4:30 in the morning, we woke up, and she ate her chocolate chip muffins, and we snuggled and watched TV. And that's, for anybody else watching this that have watched me like teach people how to make explosives, and then they're like, he's talking about snuggling on the couch. I know, right?
we're all human.
Yeah, I am a dad. Like, I am a husband and a father. I am not always the best husband, and I am not always the best friend, but I will always make a commitment to every single day be the best father I could possibly be. So,
Crumpy, can we talk about anything top secret this week?
hold on. FDSS says, "Wait, is DLD selling those nuts now? I seen something about hardware." Yeah,
Those nuts.
yeah,
These nuts.
I do have a site. It is DLD. And if you check it out, it's done in like every other DLD thing. We're literally building the plane in midair. So it went out like unfinished. People on Reddit were like, "It's a scam," which was funny as shit. I mean, I took it personally too, but we're trying to do everything we can to like get it completely up and running and active. But like, I'm doing so much other shit, guys. I'm sorry, but
And Kimball, I did talk to him.
I got to be honest, man. I got 21 orders in the first day, and I was holy shit. Like people, the biggest thing that I can't like, it's not shit for money, right? But it's I'm not doing this like for for money or getting rich or anything. It's I right now have boxes of jigs as tall as me in my living room, literally 10 feet from me. I just don't want to show it because, like, with my luck, there's going to be a fucking barcode or an address or some shit on it. So just trust me. I got 3, 6, 9, 12. Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 boxes of jigs right there, literally as tall as me. It's crazy. And I'm doing it for you guys. I know the community needs jigs. You guys need to be able to build. And yes, printing is dope, but let's be honest, man. 3D printing isn't always the answer. So I will always have, a focus on helping people be able to privately manufacture firearms, whatever that may cost.
Oh, I thought I was coming on here to talk about using Bluetooth sniffing devices to gain access to people's.
We can talk about Wi-Fi and Bluetooth sniffers too, though. I mean, that's important too. You need to be able to identify the networks that are in your area.
Well, no, Bluetooth sniffers do a hell of a lot more than that. We used to, when I say we, I'm just gonna leave it out. There are certain people that used to go over to foreign countries and use these devices and just still shit all day.
What the fuck is that?
No idea.
Definitely Rich.
So yeah. So basically you go boop. It looked like a bazooka. That's why we called it Bluetooth bazookas. But what it is, it's like a sniffer on crack.
Nice.
And you can still shitloads of information. And it's just the way that the Bluetooth was designed. Now, Bluetooth 5, if you have Bluetooth 5, I think it is, they kind of fix that. But any devices that are not up to the latest snuff of Bluetooth, you're going to be able to sniff the shit out of and steal data like crazy.
That's nuts, man.
And then you can
Sniffle, a low-cost sniffer for Bluetooth 5.
Yeah, maybe it works on Bluetooth 5 too.
And how much?
I mean, you can get like sniffers for like incredibly cheap, man. The bazooka part, that's the more expensive part because you're building something to catch it from way far away. But you can get like if you wanted to do like a pocket sniffer, which you can do. And you just walk around. You can get that for like $20-$30.
Yeah, actually, I did want to do that for my neighborhood.
Be right back.
I want to set up a sniffer on my fence line, and it would have been helpful when somebody ran down the side of the road and took down almost all the mailboxes on my block.
Yeah. People don't realize how freaking easy it is to do, man.
Yeah, I was part of my home automation system is I was working on presence detection, and I was doing Bluetooth presence detection, but it was screwing up my 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which I can't use 5 gigahertz in this house because of the steel studs. It's like every room is a Faraday cage, basically.
Yeah.
So
But that's probably exactly what the flock is going on here. I used to be in my old place. I was on 150 megabytes per second, and I would stream like nothing. Like I would have no problems. You guys know I would rarely ever have internet issues, right? And I upgrade to 1 gigabyte per second, and I get here, and I'm right here in front of my router, so it's like Gucci. The moment
perfect. Yeah.
I walk upstairs and in my gun room, it's like, you know. And somebody said,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, it's because." So they said, "Did you just moved there? Did you set up your other devices yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't set up my other devices." And they said, "Well, um, at that speed or some shit that your other devices act kind of like beacons and they transmit your Wi-Fi through your home." Then I talked to somebody that actually knows what they're talking
Yeah,
about, and
because that dude has no fucking idea what they're talking about. He's an idiot. All right,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, unless you have a mesh network,
Yeah, you can
which
do
is
a
what
mesh
I have.
network. That's what I was saying. I got a mesh network in my house too.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do a wireless mesh or a wired mesh. I actually have a wired mesh network.
so
Yeah.
I actually I don't have any hot Ethernet ports upstairs, but I do have one of the wireless boosters, right? Like with the,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Dude, to get them this mesh, man. It's so much easier. And plus
oh,
5G. Somebody's talking about how they got how they like they have a 5G band and they lose service. 2.4G has greater range. 5G has greater speed.
Yeah, so the higher the frequency of anything, the more it bounces off crap. Lower frequency
Yeah.
stuff, hence like submarines, that's why they have mile long antennas to talk to submarines, is penetrates more stuff, even water.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but 5G is moving a hell of a lot faster, so it have a tendency to
yeah,
bounce off stuff, and it doesn't penetrate as well, and you will lose service quicker. But
yep.
it's faster if you're
Yeah, if you got good line of sight to the pole, to the tower, yeah, your 5G is going to be killer.
I want to address something Gerchop brought up, which is a good point. He said
Oh, hi, Gertrude.
the cost for EOTech optics will never go down. That's so true. The only way you're going to save a little bit of money with an EOTech is by going to the older versions that take the AA batteries, which honestly I think is an ingenious like boog setup, because number one, it's an EOTech. Those are excellent reticles. I love those reticles. For somebody like me that has stigmatism, the holographic sight of an EOTech is way cleaner. But you got to take the risk of potentially getting ripped off if you buy one secondhand, because there's so many that are fake out there. You know,
yeah.
so those are just not legit. And I know people that have purchased them from EOTech and they got fake ones. The reason
No
that,
way.
yeah, and this happens with everyone, Trichicon and all that. So what people are doing is they're buying clones, very good clones, for $50, and they're buying one for like $550 from EOTech or from Aimpoint or whoever. They get it, they take out the legit one, they put in the fake one, and then they go return it. So
Oh
EOTech,
yeah, I got like a $50 EOTech clone. It's supposed to be a holographic sight. It's just a red dot. But yeah, unless you really knew, you would think it's a real EOTech.
yeah,
You know what, guys? I hate to burst your bubble, right? But if you guys want a great EOTech, I know you can get a 551 for $29. And with Klarna, you can do a 4 payment method.
of what, $7 each?
Mm-hmm. For 4 months.
Get the
Here it
fuck.
is.
Are you on? Are you on?
I'm sharing it with you. $29.
Dude, don't even. If you're gonna share some freaking,
I'm sharing it with you, man. It's
you're
right down
share,
there. All you got to do is click on it.
oh, you're sharing it with. Oh, gotcha. Hold on. This device doesn't tell me when people are.
$29.
Man, that is the coolest looking piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Dude, you know what? I'll
Now
give.
that's a bad clone.
I'll give another shout out. Okay, so you guys had seen in my last stream that I got an optic from Fiocchi. They're known, like they are notorious for the $29 to $39 optic, and like you see them a lot, like on like the 3D printed, you know, 3D printed guns and shit like that. And Fiocchi is not well known for their quality, but they asked me what I wanted, and I said, you know what, I want the V30. Is that the V30?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Let me see the other side. No, that one's different. So the V30 is similar to that, but it has the digital buttons on the left side. So it's actually digital, and it's got a 2 MOA dot. It's a T1 micro clone as far as the setup for the mount. So you can run it on any Aimpoint T1 micro mount, and the shit is fucking solid. I've even literally beat it just being funny, and it's still
You beat it.
I beat it like this.
You beat it.
Ah.
You know what I hate?
What do you hate, John?
And then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I gotta do stuff. I hate
Yeah,
people.
John, can we talk about what's top secret Friday? Or no?
Yeah, we can, but let's show this first. All right, so go ahead, pull it up.
Very important point. I will, one sec. And etched reticles. So on my battle rifle, I do.
So even if the power's out.
Yeah, well, so the Fiocchi does not have an etched reticle. I was just gonna say that on my like battle rifle, my go-to like hardcore battle rifle, I do have a 1x prism, 1x prismatic ACSS reticle with an etched reticle.
I'll etch it for you.
I bet you will.
Got my little thing. Okay, right here. You see this lady? She is complaining that there's too many data centers in this area, and how we got to stop building data centers and stuff like that, and how like we got to get rid of the data centers.
I say we need to get rid of Karens in that area.
All right, here's the thing. Her house, the neighborhood that she lives in, is less than 2 years old.
It's a NIMBY. It's like they move next to an airport, and then they complain, "There's an airport here."
Yeah,
Dude,
she's complaining about the data center that was there before they built the community.
that's
Why would she care about the data center?
Because she says they can put in storage where the data center is.
Oh, she needs to shop.
dude something.
Ooh.
So if you just bulldoze, nuked, and paved the data center, they'd put up a Nordstrom's for her.
So hold on, something original. Are you saying that you shot your hand yesterday? So I knew a dude actually at the gun store I used to work at who put a 9mm Hydroshock in his hand, and it blew through his hand, dude, from a Keltec. And
Dude.
oh my God, he shot his hand with a shotgun. Was it bird? Was it bird shot?
Oh,
If you want to come on the show and talk about it, man,
That would definitely be interesting to hear.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't want to put you out there, or like, I don't want your pain to like be a topic of the show. I'm just saying, I can imagine it's probably a little painful to type, not to throw shade, but yeah.
32 ACP.
Oh, God damn. That's a bitch. Was it ball ammo?
I would actually hope it would be ball ammo.
Yeah, something original. If you want, my email is actually could one of you guys send it out for me?
What do you mean?
Text Rich at 561. I'm just kidding.
Email info@crumpy.com. I'll send you the link.
Thank you. Info@crumpy.com. Not to be confused with his after hours.
Or orders at flyingrich.com.
Well, orders of Flying Ridge, whatever.
Yeah, just don't send it to his after hours email, which is nympho at crumpy.com.
Well, you could do what Rich did one time when we had that guy when we were on the streaming to my main channel and we had like 2,000 people in there and Rich decided to put the link in the
Just put the
chat.
link out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we control. We're the gatekeepers on who comes in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Let's do info at Crumpy.
So Andy says my face went dark when he said 561. That's the area code for where I live,
Yeah.
but not my phone number.
Yeah. So the only way that I know that is because I got some people in Florida.
Yeah, I have a New York phone number, which is freaking cool because if you're not in my address book and I see it's a New York number, I know not to pick up because that's what the spammers do.
Well, here's one other thing I'll add because a lot of people have been asking, like, yo, Dark, like, can I send you stuff? Can I send you something? You know, blah, blah, blah. I would like to say that for everybody out there, I finally have an address you can send stuff to. And
it's not Crumpy's address?
Not Crump's house. If you go to dldhardware.com and you go to our information, you may find...
Don't send McFlurries there. Let's...
Yeah, no, they will not end up here. I promise. They're going to go somewhere else, and a lot of people will not be happy. Jackson, Dark, what's your battle rifle setup? I'll share that with you in just a second.
That's my battle rifle setup, in case you're asking.
Yeah, that's a single shot battle rifle setup. So yeah, if you go to dldhardware.com, all my info is in there. So you'll have an address you can send your jarts to. If you don't know what a jart is, then don't get any ideas. A jart is when you take a mason jar and you fart in it and you stir it like super quick. You got to like cap it real quick. And then when the person gets it, it's the weirdest thing. But when a human being gets a jar, when it's empty, when they open it, what's the first thing they do? They fucking smell it.
Dude, the only reason I know about this is because my friend and his brother used to do stupid stuff like that.
Dude, the first thing that you do is you smell it. It's the way, because you're like, okay, nothing's in here. What was in here? And
pickles.
Yeah, then you go to smell it, and it smells. If there was literal shit on the rug, like if somebody came and just shit in the middle of the floor, that is exactly what a jart smells like. And shout out to 1776 for putting me on the jarts. I literally was dying laughing. I mean, I was like dead. I was hiccuping.
Wait, you can get jarts from 1776? Is that like an off-menu item?
It's an off-menu item. You need a password to do it. You guys got to guess the password, but there are jarts available. But I won't tell you who the jarts come from. You got to use your imagination. If you guess who the jart is from, then you get a free item.
All right. So they're having road rage.
Damn, that's gangster. You out of here? You don't want to talk to something original and look at his bullet wound?
No, I gotta get going.
Cool.
I got some.
What about Friday? Can we talk? We're allowed to talk about Friday, or we're not allowed to talk about Friday?
No, we can talk about Friday. I don't care. No, but I have some meetings with some senators and everything tomorrow.
Next tomorrow?
No,
Next tomorrow?
Tomorrow and Thursday.
Dark, I feel bad for whoever cans in that thing when you're done with it. Oh, God, that's terrible. Because you don't want to let it go to waste, right? So if I vacuum seal a fart in a plastic bag, DLD After Dark will open it with a tack knife. Only if I code dark to get it to save 20%. M72 for the win. Yeah, and for everyone that thinks they're going to be creative, and send me fucking tracking devices and grenades and shit like that. I've been set up for that shit for over a year. Okay, let's just say that. All right. And I'm good. Y'all try to kill me. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I've had explosives sent to me in the mail. Oh, we got a guest. Oh, snap.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
We can hear. Damn, look at you. You got the whole setup, bro.
Yeah. Check it out.
Dude, oh my God. Okay.
Fuck.
You gotta tell me what happened, dude.
So I got it right over here.
Don't show us what happened.
Oh no. I got you.
We don't need a replay.
Look at this guy. He's a streaming pro.
Okay, so
I know he has the setup there.
thank you very much. Grandpa gave me old World War.
Oh, you can't hold that. You can't hold that up. They're gonna.
Oh yeah, sorry. Grandpa gave me a old World War I Carl Walther from World War I. It's the 32 ACP Model 4. Something happened with the old ammunition, and I was like chambering it. Obviously, it's like a small pocket pistol, so I can fit it in the size of like my palm.
Yeah.
I went to chamber it. It was old ammunition, so I guess there was a slam fire that happened. Had my hand right here, went to cock it. This little guy came out, went into my palm. I'll do it with the popsicle stick. Right here, went through my palm, exited right here, and it broke this bone from my pinky to my wrist.
Oh.
That happened 24 plus 5, 29 hours ago.
Yikes.
Oh man! Oh dude, are you on painkillers? Because it sounds like it's got to be good then.
No. I specifically requested no painkillers. I'm against that.
Can you go back and request them and send them to me?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna be meeting with some senators tomorrow, so I'm sure I can trade some favors for those.
Sadly, probably correct. All right, so tell me this: the moment that it happened, what did it feel like? Did you not?
Everything was warm. I got tingles. Right? It basically felt like my entire body was like a sparkler, like everything. That was like the first 2 seconds, and then I yelled, "Ah, mother effer!" I just slammed my hand against the floor. There's probably still blood in my carpet all over here. So it actually happened right here.
Oh my God!
Oh jeez.
And as you can see, my kitchen right here, blood went from here all the way over to the kitchen tile over there and down the hall right over here.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
I still can't feel my middle finger. That's actually the worst of it. The broken bone is like just easily, I can look past that. It's no biggie.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was a metal jacket, I imagine, right?
So
Yeah.
wait, now is the bullet in your ceiling and your floor? Where'd the bullet go?
Dude, you want to talk about best worst case scenario? So hang on, let me check. Yep, we're good. So it impacted right here, and if I had the gun 5 degrees more upward, it would have impacted my ammo storage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been awful, but not.
Wow. So Kimball had a question. Did the police come from your neighbors hearing gunshots?
Nope. No police called, nothing like that.
Dude, I've had...
No, wait. What kind of house do you live in? Is it a standalone house, a duplex?
Yep, standalone. I live in the suburbs, so I have a neighbor like 70 yards that way and another one 7 yards that way.
So I don't know how many people have fired a gun with no ear pro, but pretty much you're deaf for 5 seconds.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
it just being the 32 ACP, I was deaf for like 25 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, you're firing out of a short barrel, and
in a confined space. I'll tell you, I have fired a 9mm, 22, a 25, and a 5.56, in a confined space. Some
Oh,
of accident. And yeah, I'll say I've had negligent discharges before. One of them was, still a negligent discharge, but it was well, it doesn't matter. It was a 5.56, and it actually went through like 6 walls and a bunch of stuff. It was a
and
62.
missed every family member.
It did. Luckily, they probably thought that I ate the muzzle of my rifle, because all of a sudden, just in the evening, they just hear. They're just like, uh, but nobody called the police. Any of the rounds that went off in a confined space in a situation like that, no neighbors called the police. I mean, that shit's muffled. It's very well muffled. Think about like when you go to the shooting range and that door closes, you can barely hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my mom thought, actually. She thought I like just banged.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
felt terrible. She came she was just like walking in with like 1,000-yard stare, like eyes to the ground, and she didn't even hear me yelling because, like, again, you're deaf. She came in and she looked at me like laying on the floor, and I'm just like wheezing around myself, like dealing with
Oh.
pain. And she was like, "Oh my god, thank God you're not dead."
Oh man.
I was just yelling at her, "Unlock the gun room, get the tourniquet."
I'm just glad it wasn't a 9mm. It would have somehow bounced off the wall and blown out of your lungs.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna make the lung joke.
Blown out one of your lungs. So I actually, when I worked at the gun store, I knew a guy that bought a Kel-Tec. This was either a P11 or a PF9. I can't recall right offhand, but it was a Kel-Tec. And
Offhand.
what's that?
No, I laughed at the offhand.
Oh yeah. It's a good call on the offhand. And that's you always gotta point the firearm in the direction of least consequence. But he was cleaning it. I had previously sold him with the handgun. This is out of a gun store where did 4473 and all that stuff. And he was like, "What ammo should I get?" And I was like, "Oh, bro, these new HSTs are like so sick." But they were mad expensive. So the older Hydroshocks were cheaper. And then there was like Hornady and like all this stuff. And he ended up getting the Hydroshocks. And a week later comes in with a cast. No, like 2 days later, came in with a cast from elbow to like halfway up to his fingers. He put a jacketed hollow point directly into the center of his hand. And what he did was when you field strip a PF9 or a P11, what you do is you rack it back and then you take a casing. It's funny because it says remove all ammunition from the area and then using a 9mm casing, take take the pin out of the firearm. And he said before he stripped it, he pointed it in his hand at the ground and pulled the trigger to make sure it was empty before he took it apart. I was like, "Bro, you don't need to pull the trigger on those before you take them apart." He's like, "Oh, well, I had Glocks in the past. You have to pull the trigger on all those before you take them apart." Well, he had been playing with it and dry firing with it and loaded it back up, set it aside, came back to it. When he went to take it apart, he forgot that he had made it hot. So he put a round directly in the center of his hand. And those Hydroshocks and those HSTs, too, they mushroom out into these beautiful, like, bimetal flowers. And it just completely tore up his hand. The exit wound on the other side was like almost an inch. It was so disgusting. And it looked like he had a starfish scar on the outside of his hand. It was brutal. But he kept the projectile. They allowed him to keep the projectile from the hospital.
Wow, I'll make that into a necklace or something.
Yeah,
A
man.
couple of bone chips.
Sorry, you go.
No, when I was a firefighter, we were fighting a fire, and this guy had quite a sizable gun collection, and he kept all his guns loaded and chambered. and they started cooking off. And we're like, time to get out.
Dang. Yeah.
See, that's when a cook-off is dangerous. If your ammo cooks off, if it's not in a chamber, it's really not dangerous.
Oh, these were chambered.
Yeah, chambered is dangerous.
Yep.
I was like, boom! What the hell was that? That went by my head. Here, boom! Like, oh! We filming it out, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I got some guns in there." Like, are they chambered? Yeah, they're chambered. Like, thanks, asshole.
Yeah, that's no good, dude. Cook-offs, if they're in a chamber, a cook-off is some serious shit. Especially people don't realize that, like, people are like, oh, like in the boog, I'll just like dump a few, mags through or whatever, just dump it like a simulated full auto or full auto, whatever. Like, at a certain point, you will start having cook-offs. After several hundred rounds, you will start having cook-offs. So. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about your injury, dude. How are you feeling now? Is it just sore?
So the worst part of it, my middle finger is just numb. So like I said, it impacted my palm. So I'm thinking I like snipped a few tendons or like nerves or something when it went in.
Yeah.
The exit wound area, that's
You did.
fine. My exit wound actually looked like an X, or like it was like, yeah, I guess a V with like a little bit of an X impact at the bottom. So they just glued that up. My palm is perfectly fine. I still can move all of my fingers and everything. Obviously, I just put this one in a popsicle, so this way, like, circulation would, go through and everything. But yeah, I can still move all my fingers and whatnot.
Well, you got lucky then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That feeling though of like the pins and needles, like you said, the sparklers. That's nerve damage. Like that's one of the worst feelings in the world.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why do you have live leak on your?
Oh, it's a meme. Yeah, like my little 4K thing where the transparency is like not even cropped out properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw that. That's funny. Yeah.
A
So
funny
what
Discord meme. When I'm
do
with
you
the boys.
do? Streams and podcasts and stuff like that?
No. Ever since CRS Firearms got me like more into YouTube, I'm probably going to be making more videos about it though, and just like on the platform.
Nice. Cool. What
Teach some
kind of?
people about this, maybe.
It's not. People need to know to not shoot themselves on accident.
Yeah. Or laugh at me. I don't mind.
I mean, if they make a law against that, I guess it would stop it, right?
Did you have
Yeah.
a do not shoot yourself sign up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Did you?
If you had a do not shoot yourself sign up, you would never have shot yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Like if your room was a gun-free zone.
Yes, that too.
Maybe if I had a cop on my hip or something.
If you had to compare your wound to a type of food, what would it have looked like? Cherry pie or
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Water can tuna.
like the pink looking one or the white one?
The bottom of the barrel, like generic brand.
Oh,
No flavor in it, nothing.
Now, if you are a Dark fan and you watch DLD After Dark, so I guess you are, you would want this to go viral. So can you please shoot your other hand?
oh my god!
Yeah, just show us how it happened.
Yeah,
No.
one is none, two is one, right?
Right.
That is the thing. My buddy shot his hand. We called him Skittles.
Yeah, Rich. Remember the firefighter story I told you about the drunk guys?
Dude, I don't want to remember any of the firefighting stories
One
you
of the
told.
funny ones where the these guys were drunk and then they started doing drugs, and one had a gun and he saw something on his foot. I can't remember. It was like a rabbit or something. He tried to shoot it.
Well,
A frog.
didn't you say you grew up in Sterling, John?
Yeah.
So my brother moved out of the house at a really young age, and you probably know. And when he moved out, he went to live in Sterling, and one of the guys that he was friends with went on like a really, really bad acid trip, and it was in a specific neighborhood that I don't know if I want to mention it, but he ended up saying that there was like a skull with like a flaming skull that was like chasing him, so he was running like all like crazy, and he ate like way too much acid. Don't do drugs, guys, it's bad. And he ended up jumping out of the third story, one of those sliding glass doors.
Oh, I remember that.
And then he ran into the boulevard. And then,
I remember that.
Yeah. So
he jumped out of a third-story window and went running.
Yeah, he ran into like a 4-lane road and got his ass ran over.
Yeah,
dude, that was a long time ago.
So get this, from that same party, that same incident, there was another kid. I don't know if this was bad acid or whatever. There was another kid that like froze, like his whole body like froze, and he like apparently said like he thought he was a glass of orange juice or something like that, and he didn't want to spill. So like probably to this day he's like standing up. And there was another kid that like a nerve was like fried in his body, so he couldn't just like breathe without thinking. He had to like literally think to like.
There was a girl at the party too that thought the floor was like on fire, and she was just like burying her head in the couch.
What? At that
from the same party, yeah.
Wow.
I might have been there.
There was a whole bunch of people that.
Dude, that was I was young, dude.
Dude, that was like before the millennium, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was 96, 97, I believe. Maybe earlier.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, shit. I mean,
I can tell you I can tell you the name.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm not gonna say the name, but there were some it was a house of a few brothers lived there.
Was their father very stern with them?
Yes.
Not that one. There were some incidents there.
Oh, no, hold on. Was it on? Let me just give you the road. Let me give you the road. It was it has something to do with a big body of water. And there might have been some townhouses near
it. So technically, no, but it's not far from there at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm trying to remember the street name.
I know what you're talking.
But there's some townhouses there.
There's a whole community of townhouses that let's just say live there are broke. Damn, this is. Yeah, we'll talk offline.
yeah. There, but it's townhouses, and it's not nice townhouses.
Brown bricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Scotty, what do you do for a living?
I know. I was at that party.
You're not a piano player, are you?
No, thankfully.
What's the chances of that?
I work in management right now, but I'm transferring over actually next week to the logistics.
So you're like the safety management coordinator at your job?
Yeah, actually. So we're gonna come in a couple of days, just looking like this, and say, "Hey, just don't play with guns."
Your brother was there, by the way.
I know he was there. I know he was
100%. The girl's named Heather, and she thought the floor was on fire or something like that.
Bro.
I didn't give a last name. Am I talking about the same party?
No, don't give a last name.
I'm not gonna give the last name, but I'm talking about the same party.
Dude, why don't you just call each other? Scotty and I'll talk online.
It's crazy when these things connect. We're talking about over 25 years ago. Somebody I'm sorry,
30 years ago almost.
accidents, right? And this was an accident. Somebody gave out a bunch of acid at a party that was either bad acid or a bad vibe, and very different from this, right?
The CIA was in on it.
There are people going. I mean, there was a bunch of E there, and there's a bunch of acid. And I know one kid.
The blue dolphins, the white Mitsubishi.
Yeah, one kid was looking in a mirror, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Well, I don't do any drugs. I didn't do any drugs back then. He's like, "My head's a skull." I'm like, your head's a what? It's a skull. I was like, yeah, I know you have a skull. No, man, my head's a skull. Like, you mean you have no skin on your face? He's like, yeah, it's just a skull. I was like, all right, man. After that, then people started like freaking out. I'm like, I think I am gonna take my ass home.
Salvia, Gerchop mentioned salvia. If you've ever done salvia, talk about like a complete loss of all control of your body for like 15 to 30 seconds. You just take it and you just lean over laughing and drooling uncontrollably. It's so crazy. Now, of course, this is all when I was a kid. I would tell every single person, including younger kids, do drugs. They're bad for you. I think so. I think so.
All right, you saw the text. I texted you the brother's last name.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to talk.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Love, dude.
A trip is just as dependent on the mindset of the individual before consumption and the company they're in during the trip. No, for sure. But the crazy thing here is that like 4 people all had like terrible lifelong things happen to them just from one night of tripping. Like,
yeah, that's why I'd never touch the damn shit.
For the 40-year-olds in the chat, we are now history, new generation taking over. I mean, basically.
Well, I mean, it could have been that people were doing like shrooms there too. I mean,
yeah, there was a whole. I mean, back then, like
it was a bunch of shrooms and acid at that party. So
yeah. Never look at a mirror while you're tripping or tweaking. Very true. Did you?
If you're self-conscious, I thought.
I mean, that could be. I always thought to stay away from the mirrors. But drugs are bad. Drugs actually ruined my entire life for a short period of time. Which we could discuss that. I know a lot of times when we talk about substance abuse recovery, that a lot of people that kind of hits home with them because they at least know somebody that is going through that. But hey, this is a freedom, independence, and firearms channel, so we can keep it to that. So if you had one lesson, something original to share with all the viewers here, what would you say?
Dude, just 4 basic fundamentals of firearm safety, man. Just always point in a safe direction. I was an idiot, and the Walther is a left side ejecting and not a right side, so I'm pretty sure I got some burn marks on my hand from that too. Keep that in mind. And never handle old ammunition, like, ever, because that was pretty much the emphasis of it.
Now, when you said it slam fired, did it let off several rounds or just the one?
I only put one in the magazine because I just wanted to function check it. I disassembled it prior. Made sure, like, I manually cocked the internal hammer, just to make sure it, like, wouldn't just be a runaway gun. Pulled the trigger and everything. It was all good. Then I put the old bullet in the magazine. Just one. Put it in, cocked it, and then that happened. Yep.
Yeah.
And I have an old running joke that I always carry with one in the pipe, or the round chambered rather, that every time I'll put one in the chamber, load up my mag, and then I'll let the slide go, and I'll yell slam fire before it happens, because I don't want to jinx myself, and if I say it, it'll never happen. And I didn't yell slam fire that one time, and this happens.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
Okay, I want to break some news here before I go. And I want to say, did you take a look at the text I sent you
Uh,
today?
Not yet. No. I'm on the device that you text, so it would take me out.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Are you saw it?
Yep. That's
So that is there,
that's the neighborhood.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a freaking small world. What's the chances of that?
Dude, especially something 25 or so years ago.
Talk about something. Hell yeah! And I was like, damn, I was there.
That's wild, man.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
probably like it. People could probably look up the news stories that so they'll probably find it anyway.
Dude, I have not thought about that forever.
Yeah, that's
Weird night.
Jason King has a good point. He says tobacco and caffeine are far more addictive than most drugs. My evidence, I'd say it's more of anecdotal evidence, experiential. But my evidence is that if you go to an AA meeting or like an NA meeting, people are quitting heroin, quitting alcohol, but they keep drinking coffee and keep smoking.
No,
People do lean a lot on other substances when they're abstaining from other stuff. So like when you go to an AA or an NA meeting, they're like downing coffee and cigarettes like crazy. I don't think all of them are, but a lot of them are, and I think that's one of the ways they cope with shit. Also, you'll find people that are like heavily like psychologically addicted to working out and fitness, and that becomes like everything to them. The way they look, feel, and all that. So that can even be unhealthy too, right?
If I could comment,
Sure.
as the younger generation, that is like really apexing it too. A lot of my friends are like heavily dependent on like nicotine and energy drinks and caffeine and everything. Of course, I mean, I drink energy drinks too. Everything in moderation is my opinion. I thankfully kicked nicotine. I don't even, of course, due to this, and I have nothing to do. I just picked up a pack, but it's one of those things where I could just like literally drop at an instant's notice, and I have before. And it's as long as I don't have something, I'm not going to abuse it. So I could just drop nicotine, but with caffeine, especially, it's really hard to get away from. All the coffee shops and like the population dense areas, energy drinks, everything, even in soda or tea, like they're just all excess caffeination.
Yeah.
It's really caffeine is like really gross.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and me, I'm like, I have too much caffeine, it's not good. Too little caffeine, it's not good.
Yeah.
And I could drink 2 lattes and go right to sleep. It has like zero effect on me sleeping.
Yeah, caffeine. Caffeine's interesting. One thing the doctor gave me sleeping pills one time because
Melatonin or like prescribed stuff.
prescribed stuff.
Was it trazodone?
No, it was Lunesta.
Oh,
I took that shit and it freaking like wired the shit out of me.
it
I
can
didn't
have.
sleep for like 2 days.
It can
So
have.
I was like, they're like, okay, well, try it again. So I was like, all right. Next couple of days, I did it again. It's like, boom, wired. It's like, dude, this is not making me go to sleep, man.
Dude, I'll tell you what. You want some sleep? Give trazodone the old college.
No, that makes me wired too. Trazodone does. There's they tried like 4 different sleeping pills when I couldn't sleep to try to beat my insomnia, and all of them wired me.
Yeah, if I take trazodone, I'll be out for like 13 hours.
Ambien is just horrible experience. I was up for like 2 days, and it was just making me shake, and it was just like,
take it. Don't go to sleep. You get fucked up.
no, but I took it and I could not go to sleep. I tried.
Yeah, that's maybe it's the computer in your brain.
Maybe, but here, let me break this news for you. All right, I got the ATF to admit to me something today. You can sell.
So they're not coming to visit you?
There were some arguments, and the ATF has not been forthcoming. But I went at them from the things like, hey, if you don't tell me, I'm going to say the ATF does not know this answer, and this is the reason why you're not saying to anything. So I got them to put it in writing, and I'm going to release it. The ATF says you can sell a 80% AR with everything but the jig and be okay.
Everything meaning
Fire
every
control group.
Fire control group, everything.
An upper.
An upper.
Bolt carrier.
Bolt carrier. Stock. Pistol grip. Magazines. Everything.
So
And
PSA has done 80s like that.
and you have that in writing?
I have that in writing.
Okay, so I'm sure we could take that information and use that for block, for an example.
No.
Why not?
Because they specifically say that this only applies to 80% ARs.
That'll never stand up in court.
I think this like logic train that they're on keeps going to, this applies to ARs but not applies to Glocks is racist. I think it's fascist.
Alexis.
It's sex.
It's anti-Austrian.
Anti-Austrian.
Austrians never did anything wrong.
Yeah, anti-American. It's anti-pistachio.
Maybe they just don't like the German speaking countries.
Listening to Rich snap pistachios and on are those pistachios?
I'm done.
I just wanted to say I was right. That's
okay. All right. So the holster company wrote back to someone that shared my video, and they said I was able to pull the trigger, but if through the holster, but if the strap was strapped, it would prevent me from pulling the trigger through the holster.
Oh my god. Okay, so tell people what that is first.
All right, this is a holster that is a blatant knockoff of this one. Right, so popped up on Amazon. I'm sending it to other people. So it popped up on Amazon. I'm like, dude, that looks like that. So I ordered it, and it is made out of neoprene, and not only neoprene like wetsuits are made out of, but a lot thinner.
Like the ski mask neoprene that's super thin that you poke through and stuff.
Yeah. So the issue is that you can actually pull the trigger through the holster. So they're saying if you snap this shut, you can't pull the trigger.
Totally.
Why would that be?
That trigger.
They didn't say it. They didn't say.
It's in a completely different place. Or is there argument that if your jeans were there that you couldn't pull the trigger through?
Well, let's say that's the case, right? And you have to draw your thing, and if it snaps shut, you can't pull the trigger, right?
Okay.
How would you get it out to draw it on the bad guy if you don't unsnap it?
That's a pretty good point. Yeah, I think that it's safe to say that company is just a bunch of dirt bags that copied JM4 Tactical, and the fact that
it's not only JM4 Tactical. I found other stuff, and I found it. What pissed me off, I wasn't gonna do anything, but I found a video of the lady saying how she invented the belly band.
What?
Yeah, that was on your video today. I was like, what? And so she invented all this shit that other people invented a long time ago.
And she invented this she just released this new holster that she worked 2 years on to get out there.
Obviously not.
And so I went and I found the holster that she worked 2 years on to invent that she just launched on Alibaba.
Yeah, isn't that shit like $16 or no? They charge a decent
They
Alright.
charge like $30 some, and I contacted the dealer, and they were like, "Oh, you buy 100 of them, we'll private label for you, and
What?
give it to you for $250 a holster shipped."
Wow.
Hold on. $250?
Yeah.
$2.50 per holster.
Bro.
Yeah.
That
Here's the thing, right? The magnets that's in this holster is so weak that's why the strap is needed. If you get like one of the original magnetic holsters right here, listen, you can hear the difference. Listen, this is their magnet.
I like that
hold
with
on,
Timbo.
I'll do it here. Ready? Now compare that to this.
Yeah, it's solid. I mean, I know I just had mine, but this is the JM4 Tactical. Like that's it's solid as a mug.
Do you guys remember the he got famous a couple years back, the guy who was doing 3 o'clock carry? He pulled his Glock, or I'm pretty sure it was a Glock, out of the holster, and you just hear a bang, and he goes, "I just effing shot myself."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, that's the same issue he was having with holsters like that, because say
Right.
your holster is like this, the release button to get your firearm out was right here, and if you have to put pressure on your pointer finger right here and pull down, you're just gonna ask to booger hook the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Design flaw in the
Watch
holster,
this.
so that's
I
like
wanna
the
say
same
something.
thing.
Since I
That's what-
can't use a knife, I mean a gun. Watch this.
a lot of instructors will
You
not
ready?
allow people to use Blackhawk Surface for that reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, actually, it is holding it. Let me just shake it a little bit. Oh, this is coming out. All right, it's holding the knife. I didn't think it was gonna hold a knife. Okay, let me see. I'm just doing a comparison. Okay, so it did hold the knife, but this one is
Night and day.
no. If you do it
Let's
on
get a
this
gif of
one,
you doing that.
Or what do you mean, John? Going like that?
Like the yeah.
Like that? Yeah.
I'm trying not to stab myself. Jeez.
You're gonna
All right. So yeah, I will trust. I'll put my hand over here and do.
Yeah, we don't want two of us on stream like that.
yeah,
I'm not gonna do that with this one.
you're gonna something original and
Wait.
Fact.
So Scotty, when did you drive yourself to the hospital? You get an ambulance?
I had my mom, so she drove. Me.
And wait, when they heard it was a gunshot wound, did they get all freaky deaky or?
No. They were just like really calm about it. And like, okay, well, we need more information. I told them like the story that happened and everything. They're like, okay, well, let's get to operating.
So no cops, no nothing?
Nope.
Huh.
first thing that came through your mind was it that video that's I just fucking shot myself.
Yeah, I'm one of those people now.
Oh my god. And you didn't get it on camera, did you?
I wish. I have pictures of the wounds, so I mean, if you want, I'll email them to you. I don't mind.
Pink mist, yeah.
I mean, I'll accept any pictures that you.
All right, dope.
Yeah, dude, you gotta send that.
Mom,
You know what?
Oh.
You know what we need to do? We need to tell stories about our past. Like that's pretty gnarly, right there, right? So, you want to trade stories, Rich, about gnarly experiences we had?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I got
No,
another story.
I'm gonna,
Also-
John. If
also
you start
involving this
telling
man.
stories, I'm leaving.
No, I'm
I'm
trying to
out.
tell one.
Nah, I'm out. Actually, it's 12 o'clock. It's a good time for me to go.
yeah,
Oh, good night, Rich.
man.
Oh, did you? I've been staying on because you wanted me to talk about something. So you
Friday.
Yeah,
We're
talk
allowed to talk about Friday?
talk
yeah.
about weekend.
Friday? Friday is the VIP night. So if you want to come with me, Dark, let me know.
Yeah. I'll come with you Friday night.
Oh, see, this is a member-only VIP night.
Yeah, this you actually do have to be invited. On,
Yeah, let me. I head up Sherm tomorrow and be like, hey, I'm gonna bring my friend Dark. But yeah, it's gonna be a VIP night. It's gonna have a bunch of different people: Jared, Eric, and Chad, Langley Outdoors. Taryn Butler is gonna be there. He's gonna actually running people through the course on Friday night. And they're gonna do a tactical course.
I am so freaking jealous. I wish I was there. We had a plane that worked.
And then guess what I get to do, right? On Saturday morning.
Yo, Risky Krisky's here.
Risky Krisky, what's up? Did you watch this episode that I had him come on?
Yeah. I tuned in for some parts of it.
Yeah, that was a hell of a show, man. It was honestly, it was cool as shit to like hear some of the stories that he's got on. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Risky Krisky's channel, please do. He's I think he's over 16,000 subs now.
Oh wow,
he's been blowing up, man.
Yeah,
he's killing it.
Rich. Yeah, he's doing an excellent job, and honestly, he puts out really great. I mean, his content is fantastic. He does a really great job. So shout out to him, and also, what was I going to say? The stories that he shared from like his past and like being a firefighter, his military background, and being a firefighter.
Dude, you used to be a firefighter.
Yeah,
dude, I got a soft spot in my heart for firefighters, man. Old brothers.
That's right. You were
firefighters, yeah, for 5 years.
Yeah. So I mean, we've had some folks on the channel. We've talked about everything from like some folks that were like prior Leos that like went on calls to where like they couldn't really tell, but there was like a blob like that formed to the couch that was
dude, I've seen one of those.
Yeah,
I've seen one of those. This lady, like, she was sitting there for, I guess she was there for like a few months. So when we were like pulling her off her chair, because she was in like a lazy boy chair, like part of the chair like was molded into the body. So we were taking her up and like just to scan. It was just like you heard it. That was the sound, dude.
Oh man, that's
and going up. But the worst thing was with the dude was driving a Porsche and he wrecked his Porsche, and one of the shocks somehow came off and went through him and basically stapled him to his seat. That was pretty gnarly.
Wow. Yeah.
So like we had to like actually get like pry bars and pry them off.
Oh my God. Gelatinous blob that died in the shower. I'll dry heave right here and now.
Dude, Krisky. We had a guy that shot himself. And he shot himself down this dirt road, and it was July, and he shot himself with the windows rolled up.
Oh God!
And the bullet didn't exit the back of his head. It like was like a 22, so it just stayed in his head, which you think would be kind of better, but that meant none of the windows were blown out. So we had to like get put on hazard.
Actually, Mythbusters did that. They put a pig in a car and sealed it up for a couple of months.
Oh my God! Do you know how bad that smells, Rich?
Dude, they said so. It was an old Corvette, and they stripped the interior, and they still couldn't get the stink out of it.
No way you can get that out. We went in there with freaking
hazmat
suits, and we could still smell. There's no way that smell was just. The body was all bloated, and when the body bloats so much in heat, it would actually split open, and you have shedding guts everywhere just because the heat.
Yeah.
So
that's will never come out of your mind.
No,
you'll always know that smell, and it'll pop into your mind when you like go to the dentist and get a cavity drilled. And
the big paper rep thing didn't work though, Jeff Cron. I mean, it was just too.
So interesting thing though, Risky Krisky. The reason we're having this conversation, we have this delightful guest, Scotty, aka Something Original, is because he put a 32 ACP through his hand a day and 9 hours ago. So we had him on to discuss his wound. And
Look, you don't have to shoot yourself to get on the show. Just ask.
just
Yeah,
ask.
true.
Yeah,
I have a cool nickname now, though. You guys want to hear it?
Lefty?
Slamfire Scotty.
Slamfire
Oh.
Dude, that's your YouTube channel name.
yeah, that is a good one.
Book them next week, Rich. Slamfire Scotty.
Okay.
I can imagine the thumbnail you come up with.
Man,
All right.
they're delicious.
Scott, what day do you want? You're available 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah.
All right, Monday.
We'll have to hook something up.
Monday through Thursday. Pick a day.
Let's do Monday.
Monday?
He said that's why he has a Project Pat hand. I see. That's awesome. And he's smiling.
Fuck yeah, man.
You know what? You got to find,
Hey, he didn't shoot his dick off, so that's a plus.
bro. I mean, apparently that's a thing nowadays. People are edging with a loaded. Oh yeah, no.
I
But
don't have any stories about people shooting their dicks off for it.
you got
God.
you got to find the silver lining, right? Like he's alive. He made it through. It was a mechanical item.
Wait. So does your health insurance pay for this, or is that something different?
No, they didn't cover this.
No.
Negligence.
No, I did work for a hospital, and we actually had special coding. So when COVID, because the federal government was like just handing money out for COVID. If you said it was a COVID-related accident, it would have been free.
Yeah, I coughed and then boom. It's
Yeah.
like that.
I should have just went in there with no ID and then just gotten like state aid or something.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Did they actually not cover it because it was like negligence of the firearm?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
You
dude.
should have just said you were Sabar Prince and you're Mexican.
Yeah, I would fight that shit, bro. If you want, we'll blow up the company. We'll put their name out there. We'll have,
Wait, blow in what sense?
Hey! Watch your words, Stark. Watch your words.
Do you know what the insurance company is? I might.
we'll blow them up with emails.
No,
Not
Okay.
what's the insurance company?
I don't want to dox anything quite yet. I'm
Can
sorry
you
about
email
that.
me the insurance company? I have several contacts of some of the bigger ones.
you want to get your
Yeah, I'll hook you up with that, all the
Yeah,
information and everything.
so if it's I'll tell you right now, United Healthcare, Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
He said he didn't want to say it. Damn.
No, I'm saying if it's any of those, I know some pretty high up people over there.
All right. Well, I mean, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right now, the only thing I really have to pay for is just the ER visit, which I mean, that's going to be easily covered. I'm pretty good with finances, so
Yeah, but if you don't have to pay anything, it's better, right?
yeah, true. Shabbat shalom.
You can buy more ammo.
You need some help.
Oh, by the way, talking about bombs, Northwestern University had 3 bombs go off tonight.
Go
What?
off?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's killed. There's a couple people injured.
What?
Yeah.
When the hell did that happen?
I'm not sure if it's on the news yet or not, but I meant to mention it.
We will definitely not specify the situation surrounding the events leading to the alleged shooting. That's exactly. I'm talking about bringing some attention to it.
One person injured, Northeastern University campus after package detonated, officials say.
They got Ted Kaczynski'd.
Dude, there's so many people out here that are Ted pilled, so like it's a possibility.
Yeah,
Industrial
there's
Revolution and its
actually supposed to be, like,
consequences.
About 3 that I was hearing from my Boston police force.
Dude,
That's probably about 1, but I think they found 2 others too,
damn.
according to my source in the Boston police.
Oh, man, it's terrible. Like, why can't
But I'm not even sure if that's public yet.
why can't we just stop hurting people? And like, I get it. Like, yes, if you've read his manifesto, yes, Ted is is based. I mean, he knew, the future that we were coming into, like, well before. And honestly, most of the people that have researched him and his story and his manifesto have left that exercise saying, wow, like, he's pretty much on point, except for the whole harming, and killing all these people.
Blowing up random people.
Yeah, he's pretty much on point. But
You know, he was a victim of MK Ultra as well, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I had guessed that. I don't know if that's like for certain.
No, that's for certain.
Damn.
That is 100% for certain. He claims that it didn't really affect him. His family claims that it did. So he claims, he's like, yeah, it was, did the experiments, not, it didn't really
He
affect
said
me.
that what happened in his childhood didn't affect him, but
He said the MK Ultra experiments while he was at college didn't affect him.
I mean, how can we confirm that that was MK Ultra though?
Oh, because he was the experiment that he took place in, that it's public knowledge, public record that he took place in, is also public record of being an MK Ultra.
Okay.
So it's all public record.
Apparently, Whitey Bulger. Oh, hold on. Apparently, Whitey Bulger was an MK Ultra experiment as well, and the dude was taking acid basically every day for years. Christ.
Yeah, it was at Harvard. When he was at Harvard University. There's a good article here. In 2000 it came out. Yeah. Yep. I can share it if you like. It's from the Atlantic.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I'd be curious to know. Of course, the first thing I thought of, like, when I heard about everything that happened when he went to college, was MK Ultra. But I was like, I wonder if, there's actually like data and information.
Yeah. It's confirmed. Not
But
a conspiracy theory. It's actually happened.
We've slowly dwindled down from 80 to 50 people in here. So let's let all these wonderful people enjoy the rest of their evening. I got the link. Thank you. So
here's one History Channel one on it too.
Thank you.
So these are legit sources.
Scotty, go ahead and remind the people who you are, what you do, and where they can find you. And maybe you'll get some sympathy subscribers tonight. My name's
Rich is doing a pretty good job. I'm Something Original X. I've been a pretty big fan since the CRS Firearms body armor challenge. You
cool.
called me out, and we had some brotherly rivalry.
Yeah, and that was fun.
That's how I actually got on your channel.
You did
like over a year ago, right?
Yeah, it was about a year ago. You did incredibly well, man. You really did.
You guys love. You curse all the time. I'm sending it. You could subscribe to my channel for really mediocre shit posts and inconsistent uploading schedules.
Yep.
I'm gonna be getting more into the game though now, but less with my offhand, or maybe more with it. Whatever gets me views.
You have one more on your hands. No. Yes, everybody.
It'd be funny if your insurance company was Allstate, the good hands people.
TMC, Scott. I don't know. Did you guys ever watch like wrestling back in the 90s? They had a character named Scotty Too Hottie.
Yes.
TMC says Scotty Too Shoddy.
Let's go.
That's funny.
I love it.
Deep State Dagger says, "Give him a hand, folks."
A high 3.
I knew Rick would appreciate that. Hold on, I saw, where was it? Let me see. I saw you post there. So it's right there, Something Original XX. So go ahead and search it. You'll probably need a filter to search channels as opposed to videos and shit, but something original altogether. And then XX, if the mods are out there, if you could post his channel in there, that'd be dope. And hopefully this gets you a bunch of subs over the next 24 to 48 hours.
And Ron Wayne is like 150 away from beating me in subs.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
he's gonna pass me. I'm telling you, man.
He's more than twice my sub count, which is awesome. I honestly,
or as I like to say, double dark.
he's about to be triple dark for real.
Oh, by the way, did you watch the P80 Ralph interview?
Yeah,
I did not. No, I was working out and eating dinner.
He's
I shared his Rumble, and I told everyone that he'd been shut down, and that we need to support him. So everybody go on Rumble, open up a new account, hit his channel, P80 Ralph. It's all together, all one word, and show him some love. Watch his videos, but most importantly, leave comments. Like, let him know that you guys are.
I'm subbing Scotty. Always help the handicapped.
Hell yeah. So we can put our own number on our P80s. Look, about that, man, I don't know. I've heard some people go around saying that apparently by September the 24th, you have to have P80s serialized. I don't believe that is a federal thing.
what? No, 100% no.
Yeah, I've heard nothing about that. Tactical Toolbox put out a video saying that everyone needs to serialize their polymer 80s before September 24th. I do not believe that to be true.
No, Tactical Toolbox wouldn't say that.
I swear to God, I watched the video today.
Really?
You
Really?
everyone needs to serialize their P80s by September 24th?
He said
It's not April 1st, is it?
He said if it is a built polymer 80, if it is a completed polymer 80 pistol, a functioning handgun, then you need to serialize them. Now, with that same logic, that would mean any frame in a jig in a box would also need to be serialized because that would be considered a handgun. Yeah. So I think
he's 100% wrong. I mean, yeah. I work on this stuff day in and day out.
Dude, I'm with you. And being able to lean on people like you and even myself, so for me to get into the jig business, I had to read that rule change and the redefinition several times. And it took me months to get all the way through it several times.
Why is he saying that?
I don't know. I think he's misinformed.
I mean that's
number one.
John, Hank, I don't know if you have a connection to Tactical Toolbox, but Hank is a buddy of his, I think.
We hung out when you ditched us.
Damn.
Oh, you mean like you ditching me at SHOT Show?
You had COVID.
Just lifted
yeah, likely story.
You went to the Brownells party.
Yeah.
John.
COVID, Brownells party.
You got to pick one. There can only be one.
John, you know computer and law, right?
Computer and law?
Well, you know about computers. And
he has a mother-in-law, not a computer in law.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like a channel called Computer and Law. Yeah, I know about computers.
All right, so if I just entered the ASC2 keys for the blank spaces.
ASC2?
Or the Unicode. The Unicode text for just blank
You mean ASCII?
spaces. Yeah, those for just blank spaces.
Okay. I didn't get it either.
Wait, John.
My serial number. Could I just have like a blank code then? And then that'll be my code?
If you did what? Sorry, I was like looking at Rich.
The ASCII. The code for that. And it's just blank spaces. Could that be my serial number?
No.
No. Yeah.
No, it has to be like numeric, and there also has to be a letter involved and stuff like that.
John, I got a joke for you.
Oh God.
It's a UDP joke. You might not get it.
Oh, yeah. Look at Dark's like, what the hell? UDP is basically you know, you have TCP, you have UDP. TCP you send and you get and stuff like that. UDP you send and there's no confirmation sent back.
Yeah, there's no confirmation of resends on UDP.
Yeah, like TCP has confirmations and resends.
But that's a great job interview joke.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah.
There are like two types of people in the world: those that understand binary,
And those that, just zeros and ones. But no, thank you to Scotty, aka Something Original XX. Check him out, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and you could probably see his disgusting flesh wounds from his 32 ACP wound.
something original XX.
Yeah, Something Original altogether, XX. You may have to filter by channels, and you'll probably be able to see all of his gore from his 32
Oh, I got the gun that caught him.
wound.
Oh no, that's not it.
You need to do a stream or
There it
maybe
is. Hold on.
and just like discuss exactly what happened and kind of bring an awareness to obviously.
Hey, Dark, you should have on Thursday night.
Yeah, I could do that. Oh, hold on.
Something original XX.
I believe.
I dropped it in the chat.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not in the chat.
There you go, guys. Oh, guys, I'd also like to let you know that I officially got
Transition.
youtube.com/DLD After Dark. It's only taken a year and a half to get that shit. So
Serious?
yeah, I'm like I could have gotten it like over a year ago.
I was telling Ron Wayne he's got to do that.
Yeah, it's actually really easy. You go to YouTube Studio and you click channel customization, and then you just click that I want this. It automatically puts it in for you. Like it's crazy. So do that. I did that. So when I send out emails, so let's say like when someone orders a jig, let's say they go to dldhardware.com, they find a jig, and then they place an order. And it's not just jigs. There's gunsmithing tools. There's like the blue action rods, blue punches, blue blue chem light, everything, right? Not everything, but a lot of stuff. And they place an order. They get an email that's like, "Yo, dog, like we got that shit." And it's like the mofo's at UPS took that bitch on the 14th of September. Like it's fucking hilarious, like the way the emails come out. We put like we made, instead of like your order has arrived, we put we made your package come, we hope it was good for you too, but it's like CUM. And, when the order's on the way, we say your
All dad jokes all night long.
Oh yeah,
I don't think those are dad jokes.
we say yeah, probably not dad jokes, but it's like your package is coming, and it's like CUMMING, and like that bitch is on its way. You can stalk it, and then it gives the tracking number, and it's like, don't be creepy, and it's got little googly eyes, and it's just stupid ass shit that you would expect from Dark. Like that's exactly what you'd expect from me in a stream. Is the same type of shit that are going out in those emails. It may get flagged, and I may actually lose my account that I'm using for fulfilling shit, but we'll see. We'll see. That's why it says like the mofos at UPS got your package instead of like the motherfuckers at UPS got your package. But anyway, so we wanted to do something a little bit fun around it. And, it says like, thank you for coming. We hope you enjoyed it too. We look forward to making you come in the future. Thank you for trying your package in our hands. Just the stupidest shit you could think of. That's what we did just to make it cool. So, oh, nice. Band Talks channel too. Hell yeah. Too Many Choices says those are uncle jokes. Yeah, bad uncle jokes. Something Original. Dude, why would you waste Kit Kats like that?
Oh, he's talking about one of the videos on my channel.
Well, nice. I'm glad to see.
Well, I guess they're not body armor rated.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he did a hell of a job with his armor. My body armor survived 45 ACP. It survived 5.56. I think he did a
Good job on that, dude. That's a feat in itself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was not easy. Then it survived 7.62 by 39. Then it survived 5.56 through a 20-inch barrel. Then it got hit with the 300 PRC. Now,
Wow, what was it made out of?
I don't know if I should
Body armor.
No. Okay. So hold on. For full transparency, the first layer was
body armor.
Kevlar.
No, dude, I used like threads of Kevlar in the back. But listen, and I checked first, and you know, the general consensus was as long as it's like tear-offs from another damaged vest, and I got pictures. That vest was fucking destroyed.
You know what? I'm gonna show you the I'm gonna show you the body armor I'm gonna use for the next challenge.
What level 3 AR do you know stops a fucking 5.56 out of a 20-inch barrel? It ain't happening. I know. You're smart, John.
Okay, I'm gonna take this right here.
Yep.
Wrap it in duct tape.
No, then I'm gonna wrap it in this.
Send it to.
Then I'm gonna wrap it in duct tape.
And send it to CRS.
And send it here.
I did. I took
spray paint patent pending on
home.
it.
Dude, y'all, let's do the stream. All right.
Oh wait, CRS is here.
What's
I'm
up,
gonna put my ceramic level 4 place in my
No
level
shit,
3
it's
plus
here.
soft body armor, and then I'm gonna probably wrap it in my Fraz armor, and then wrap it up in duct tape. See if I have a chance of winning.
There's some plexiglass that uses the banks behind there too.
I would waste armor on that challenge. Take the plate that CRS holds through and send it back to him and be like, here's my submission. But no, I actually made my armor. Okay. So
by wrapping it in duct tape.
I mean, if you guys
AR builders be like upper to lower. I'm a gunsmith now.
I'm gonna get like an inch steel plate and wrap it up in like a few layers of Air 500, you know, like 5 or 6 layers, wrap it up in duct tape. Be like, yeah, it's done.
Yeah, here you go. This was my my body armor made with body armor, taped with body armor. Got beat by tiles and fucking what do you call it? It's not glue, CRS. It's
like
epoxy.
Yeah, epoxy. But dude, I made that shit. Now the very last layer were torn off like threads from a Kevlar vest that had been shot like a dozen times, and it doesn't do anything if it doesn't catch it. It was basically like a bullet trap at the end, but once it was blown apart, that's it. It's a wrap.
The very last layer was a Safe Life Defense vest that I ordered from Safe Life Defense. They make fashion vests.
All right. Moving along. Since you guys won't let me take my W, that I stopped rifle rounds with Home Depot stuff and a little bit of Kevlar in the end. Dude, hey, okay, so John, go take your level 3A armor and go stop 4 rifle rounds with it, with just shit from Home Depot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap the ceramic plate around with Home Depot tape and call it a day.
But what you have to
Hold on, I mean, for the short AR, we said we had to use an AR lower. I mean, if I sawzall it in half in like 2 places and re-weld it, is that okay?
Dude, the fact that your lower is stripped is an embarrassment.
It takes 10 minutes to build. What are you talking about?
What the fuck
Mine's done.
Dude, all of our guns are done. Everyone's guns are done.
Disqualify me then. I don't care.
I mean, we're close.
Oh, I didn't realize there's something top secret. I can't show you that. and the slower.
I mean, I would say
Because I was worried I couldn't show this on the stream live.
yeah, you already,
Bob said it wasn't for sale yet.
yeah. You guys are being really cool.
Allegedly.
Let's Go QC is at least as good as Darks. Thank you. Thank you. I stand by my shit. I made it. And fuck y'all. All right, so moving along. All right, Rich, let them know who you are, what you do, and where they can not find you.
So you can find me on my MySpace page, Flying Rich, and pretty much I'm Flying Rich on all modern social media also, except for Instagram, where I'm Flying Rich _official, because some asshole has Flying Rich.
Can't believe it.
Let's blow him up.
So, and sub to me, so I can at least have more subs than Ron Wayne for a couple more hours.
Bob says that you were showing a prop, that you've actually got it built. I'm going to jump out on a leap of faith and say that he does not have it built.
Hold on, wait.
If Rich was that creative,
actually, I don't know if you guys realize there's kind of a
dude, holy cow,
thing in the rules that here's my hand guard. So actually, my hand guard's smaller than a 50 cal.
Oh, is that the handguard that you showed me last month?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Actually, handguard, Piaggi optic.
So what parts are you missing?
I'm not telling you. But actually, I do have a way to win, honor everything I said, and beat all of you guys.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't going to do that. You said that.
No, there's still a way I can honor everything I've said and beat you guys.
You know, I could also go back and make 2 changes that would be almost guaranteed to give me the W. But remember, we're doing shortest AR and most beautiful. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Mm.
All right, so now, John, you go ahead. Let them know who you are, what you do, where they can find you.
You can watch my channel on John News.
Or John Crump Live.
That's dope.
The one person in the world that thinks that's dope.
It fucking is, man.
You got a fan, John.
Dude,
you have the smoker thing where they're like,
Yes, I do. I smoke 5 packs a day. Still through my hole in my throat.
Bro, they need to have an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. That's pretty close. All right, so
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's more like Mike Tyson.
Big kid.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Dude, I would use that
Yourself.
video that I could. Every chance I had, I would use that shit, man.
What's up? Didn't really work there.
Why is the soundboard not working?
Damn it.
Hello. Hold on.
I'll drop that a lot.
Reboot.
Hold on. Let me just
All right, now it's not going to be.
Hello. Okay. All right.
What? Why the hell is this not working? Damn it!
Matt Hoover, when the fuck did you get here?
Come on, man.
He's been here for a little bit. All right, now people are either just staying because they're like on the edge of their seat, or they've invested too much in this. They can't leave.
Fuck, it's 12:30. I'm out. Good night.
Good night, Rich.
Peace. All right. All right, let's see.
Right.
Can you guys hear me now?
Come on,
Yes.
man.
Allegedly.
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 Why can't I don't know. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Allegedly.
So you can hear that?
Yep.
I don't know why I can't hear that, which is kind of
Well-
weird.
It looks like the second time today, mechanical devices have failed, and it hurts you.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's
probably.
go ahead and bring it to an end. Allegedly,
What's up, Wolverines? My voice sound different?
Yep.
I mean, it's a little
High
different.
pitch.
What's up, Wolverines, and welcome back to my channel. This is John Crump News. I'm your host for today, John Crump. If you can do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Show me your love so I can get my voice out there.
That was good with the voice thing. That was good because you said get my voice out there with your voice changer. I would guess that you would get more views if you just did a whole normal video like that and you just didn't say anything about your voice being different.
I'm gonna do it.
When are you going to do it?
Maybe tomorrow if I have time.
Nice. I think you can do it. Awesome. Sound like the old school Joe cartoon. Actually, I don't remember that. Too many choices says I'm down. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, guys, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Today was just kind of like a chill stream to kind of get everyone together. And got some exciting guests for the future. A couple that I'm working on. That if I
Allegedly.
off,
I
it is
gotta figure it out.
okay. Go ahead.
No, I gotta figure it out what was wrong. I hit a button that muted the incoming audio.
So, I just want to let y'all know that recently I reached out to Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan that does the Sean Ryan Show on Vigilance Elite, and he actually responded to me. And I'd like to get him on for him to tell his story, right? Because he does an excellent job interviewing others. And I would love to get him on the show. He responded and said, look, I'm booked up now, but I would love to, set something up. Shoot me your channel. And then he actually continued responding, and it could be a good positive thing. So if you guys could pop over to his channel and just be like, "Yo, we would love to see Sean Ryan on DLD After Dark," something like that. Like that would be huge to get him on the channel.
Harass the fuck out of him until he submits.
Fuck yeah, that's all you got to do. And there's a couple other really, really, really big channels that I'm talking to that I've brought up in the past that I don't necessarily want to go out and say that like, yeah, they're definitely coming, but they in the past they've committed to coming, and I'm still working on getting them back in here. So fuck yeah.
You know where you could read a lot of channels?
What's that?
Friday night.
That's true. I will leave that event with a fuckload of collabs set up.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge opportunity. So I'm pumped to do that. And let's talk offline about timing and stuff like that. I got a couple of questions.
Yeah. Do you want to just go for the cocktails and dinner type thing, or do you want to go for the Terran Tactical private training?
Yes, and yes.
Okay.
Let's chat about time and kind of see if we can work.
They're gonna have all the John Wick guns there to try out.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So
for me, I film for you.
Got that going on. That's going to be a huge event that I'll be able to get like all your favorite creators, like so many content creators, like people that I couldn't even imagine of being in their company are going to be there. And then the same thing is going to happen a couple weeks later at Iraq Veteran 8888 shoot. So I'll be there. I'll be shooting machine guns and cutting it up with some dope ass content creators and companies and people. So that's going to be dope. Support the channel, guys. You can support the channel by ordering shit from DLD hardware. You may see the DLD warehouse also takes you to DLD hardware, and there may be a reason for that for stuff in the future. Just saying. Also, of course, you can support the channel by going to Tack Knives, and if you want to order some dope ass OTM,
I just bought one.
you did, and you shared it on your channel. I appreciate
I said
that.
I was. If it literally, guys, Dark said, "Hey man, make a short if you like." Come like AKC, ride or die, you know. And Dark's like, "Well, if you like it better than your AKCs, make a short and shout it out." And I got it. And so far, I mean, it just seems better quality. I mean, there's just some heft there, and the action's really, really smooth too.
Yeah, I love the action.
And the blade is my AKC Extreme. It has very little wobble on the blade, and so I was figuring less than any other out the front knife I've ever owned. So I figured this was going to be a little bit more wobble than that, but no, actually, it's actually less wobble.
Dude, if you love this one and you get to carry it around and beat it up a little bit, try out one of their TK Pro line knives. Dude, they're top fucking notch, man. They're nuts. But if you use code DARK on Tack Knives, that helps support the channel. And if you guys are ever ordering anything on PSA, Brownells, or anything like that, hit me up. I got links to all those places.
Or you can hit me up, and I'll give you. No, just joking.
Yeah, most of us do have links, right? So if you want to support John, or
I don't really care.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting the channel and just the whole fucking movement, man. And something else is going to drop in the next 1 to 2 weeks that is going to be a game changer in stuff that we like. And I can't talk about it yet. I can't legally talk about it yet. But soon, when it drops, it will fucking change the game. And that's pretty much all I can say. I don't know why that I'm saying this, but I'm saying this. So yeah, that's all I can say. So I'll end the stream the same way that I end every other stream, y'all, which is rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in every single thing that you should know me better than that, more better, Prince. But soon you will know. Trust me, when you know, you're going to be like, oh, that's the shit that Dark was talking about. Just wait. It'll be clear of what it is. It will be very clear. Rule number 1 is be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. Every interaction that we have with somebody else, it's an opportunity to be kind and to make an impact on their life, right, in their day. So be kind, right? Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. You know, obviously it's been shown by even a lot of people on this channel that have been like, yo, I've been, giving to others, and now my life is becoming more abundant because of it. So a hand that's open to give is open to receive, right? Give to others, you bless others, you become blessed. That's just the way the world works. We also know that the only way for us to combat evil is with good men that are skilled in violence. So make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. Now, when I say become as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, it's important that you understand it's not just dry firing in your bedroom, okay? I'm blessed I live like within an hour of John, and there is one of the biggest training facilities like on the East Coast there. And I'm going to start doing some more training. I've done a lot of training with them in the past, and I'm going to get back into that. What's that?
PTC?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest.
Yeah.
They got freaking helicopters. They can do little birds. They got a combat village where you can go and do gunfights through a village.
Yeah, they have
freaking insane.
Is where you can go into a grocery store, a coffee shop, a school, a bookstore, Starbucks, like a bar, and you can actually run drills in these scenario houses. It's crazy. So yeah, like things like that. Lastly, if you guys did want to send something for whatever reason, just don't send me jarts, jar farts. If you go on
something original.
Yeah, send something original. Put your hands to work. I'm just kidding. you can actually go to DLD Hardware, and there is an address in there, and you can send that to me. Don't send me anything that's going to explode, because I do enjoy having my face and phalanges and life. That's been cool. Don't send me any 32 ACP rounds through my palms. Just know I am already set up to receive those types of things in the mail. So don't waste your time, okay? It'll be embarrassing. And if you do, don't put a return address on it, because you might get something back. But that's it, guys. Be safe, be dangerous, keep that thing on you, and go get trained, right? Get trained by Grand Thumb's dad and shit. I love y'all. Be easy. New videos coming soon. Peace. Oh, and thank you, Crump, and Something Original, and Flying Rich for coming on.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Love y'all.